there. My name is Melissa Webb, and I'm so happy that you are taking a peek and a closer look at this particular mini lesson that I've put together for you. My goal is to engage and educate and equip both teachers, but especially homeschool parents on the ways in which you can make writing fun, interactive, and a memorable experience. So let me show you what you're going to get in this Ekphrastic poetry mini lesson. When you purchase this mini lesson for $6.50, you'll be given this PDF. You'll see on the second page, there is a table of contents as well as a little note letting you know this is actually a course I have taught hundreds of children. And the entire course with my instruction in pre-recorded videos with support at the end, if you want to have your child's poem reviewed, that would come with the whole class. This mini lesson goes over things in a step-by-step direction-based course that you can do on your own time and at your own pace. To begin with, we talk about what is ekphrastic poetry. I actually love this form of poetry, and a lot of people don't even know about it. They've not heard of this style. It's poetry inspired by art. Isn't that cool? What that means is that you can actually tie in a thematic unit. Maybe you're studying an artist. Maybe you're doing something on Van Gogh. You could do that art history lesson and tie in poetry, writing as part of that unit. There are so many benefits to poetry in general, but there are many benefits to ekphrastic poetry. In this course, this little mini lesson, you are going to get a link to all my slides. These are the slides, the visual aids that I use for my students. The only thing different with this version of the slides is that it's not linked to the pre-recorded video instruction that I offer. You can do your own instruction and use these slides as your visual cues. And as I mentioned, I go through these directions on how to teach this lesson in step 1, step 2, here's step 3, step 4, step 5. And again, I go over each of the slides, step 6, all the way down to edit and revising. It is the full writing process, all the way down to sharing and celebrating. It's so important that our students see how excited we get when they create something that nobody in the world ever created before exactly like they did it. So this unit can take anywhere for 2 to 3 weeks. That's normally what I would, both as a classroom teacher and even as a homeschooling mom, we would spend 2 to 3 weeks on this unit because we loved to go into studying art prodigies. And yes, that whole lesson is linked within this lesson. You're actually going to find there's many lessons within this lesson, and I know you're going to love that. But there are several, I think 5 art prodigy children who started very young because they had this amazing art talent. And so it's just a great opportunity to study things like that as well. You could do this quickly if you wanted to, but if you really wanted to get into it, I would recommend 2 to 3 weeks. For any of you who have reluctant writers, I always like to include some ideas on how to motivate them. So you'll find that as well. I'll, of course, link to other ways we can work together, and you'll get, of course, the terms of use, which I want you to feel very free in using this with your family. If you're a classroom teacher, for sure, use it with your class. I would just ask that it's for single family or single classroom use. All right. Are you interested? I hope you go ahead and download it. I think you'll really love it. Be sure to follow me and give a rating, a review for this particular lesson. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Right on.